All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live with the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Well, Keith Thurman has vacated. He's vacated the WBC belt. So, what does this mean? This is really good news, okay? He's going to vacate his belt. This is good news because, now, I don't care who Keith Thurman fight, okay? If Keith Thurman want to come back, take a light, I don't care what he do because he's not holding up the belt. So, I'm good with that. And I think people just, okay, that's what we wanted. Okay, we want to keep Thurman to give up the belts. Now, leave the man alone, okay? Leave him alone. Okay, everybody know, I guess his injuries are mounting, and maybe he really did feel like he was going to hold up the division, but he did come out multiple times and say, I'm not fighting Errol Spence Jr. They ain't fighting him anytime soon. So, I mean, it is what it is, Maybe the injuries were really that great. Who knows? But he's vacated his belts, which that's what he's supposed to do. If you're not going to fight for the belts, vacate them, And, of course, I think Gennady Golovkin, he need to do the same thing. If you're not going to fight, the best out there, if you're not going to fight the other champions or the guys as your mandatories, because, everybody like to put so much emphasis on the word mando. Everybody love that word, except for when it comes to a fighter that they can't beat. Then they say, well, I don't care about the mandos. What make more money sense? So, I mean, I know how the game works. I know how this boxing thing works. And, to me, it's still, I still have to kind of shake my head at times, but it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. Keith Thurman, good. Go on and give him up. He needed to, okay? Because I got sick and tired of hearing him, I'm not going to fight. I'll fight Errol Spence anytime soon. I mean, because Errol Spence is going up a slippery slope. Hey, way to go, young buck. Yeah, way to go, young buck. Yeah, but you're 1 year older than him. Shut up, man. You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son. Like, man, shut up. Nobody care about all that. Keith Thurman, he really, is disappointing, man. To me, is one of the biggest letdowns in boxing. Probably not the biggest, but, definitely one of the biggest. I think Anthony Joshua, to me, is the overall biggest letdown in boxing, At least Keith Thurman gave up his belts, At least Keith gave up the belts to let some of these other people compete and actually fight instead of him just holding up the belts. And then, too, I like it that the fact that Keith Thurman, I guess he got enough confidence in himself to get one of those guys to get a unification bout with him again, because people still want to beat him. I don't even know if people really care much about the belts. That's what I sense. I don't think people really care much about those belts. I think people just want Keith Thurman's name on their resume. So, it is what it is. But I guess as far as the belts go, and I'm not really that big into the belts, man. I'm not really a belts guy. I don't know. I think the belts are, I think they're just a trophy case. I think the belts are just a trophy for, what they really don't represent anymore. The belts don't represent what they used to. It's just a lot of different belts, a lot of different sanctioning bodies. You got multiple champions in the same class, and it gets confusing, man, if you're a casual fan, because you really don't know who the champ is, It gets real confusing. So, it is what it is. But, for right now, good riddance, man. Good riddance. And, Keith, just, but now, here go your options, though. You got Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter. And these two, they're not going to fight Errol Spence Jr. They're not going to fight him. They're not going to fight him at all. And so we're going to be back to square one, okay? We're going to be right back to square one. And these guys, they're going to get the belts, and they're not going to fight, they're not going to fight Terrence Crawford, or they're not going to fight Errol Spence Jr. So what does that leave us? I mean, seriously, y'all, what does that really leave us? We back to square one with a bunch of cowards that don't want to, fight who they're supposed to fight, and that's just the way that is. I'm done. Subscribe.